you very, very much, Auntie Devika. And as Uncle Harry makes his way to the harmonium to give us his rendition and his contribution this evening, I'd also like to cue up Pandit Mohan, so right after we can hear from him.
कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो न याद तुम्हारी ऋतु, तेरा नाम मैं सांझ सवेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो न याद तुम्हारी ऋतु, तेरा नाम मैं सांझ सवेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, सिर मोर मुकुट कानन कुंडल, लोचन चल नैन कतारे, सिर मोर मुकुट कानन कुंडल, लोचन चल नैन कतारे, मुख कमल पे भावरे बानी, केश लहराए कारे कारे, हो जाओ प्रकट मम हृदय में, करो दिल के दूर अंधेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो न याद तुम्हारी ऋतु, तेरा नाम मैं सांझ सवेरे, राधा रमन मेरे, कल सोए रहे मोतिन माला, जाए। करे घायल तेरी चितवन से, मुस्कान से चैन चुराए। ओ भक्तों से सिर ताज किंतु राधा रानी के चिरे। राधा रमन मेरे। अपनी चांचल की छाया में करुणा में मुझे छिपा लो। अपनी आंचल की छाया में करुणा में मुझे छिपा लो। मैं जन्म जन्म से बतक हूँ, हे नाथ मुझे अपना लो। प्रत्यक्षर मन तुम संग मेरे, है जन्म जन्म के तेरे। राधा रमन मेरे। ओ राधा रमन मेरे। राधा रमन मेरे। कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो ना, कभी भूलो ना याद तुम्हारी रटू, तेरा नाम में सांझ सवेरे। राधा रमन मेरे। रमन मेरे। राधा रमन मेरे। राधा रमन मेरे।
Thank you very, very much. As our musicians keep us attuned to the feet of Bhagwan, I now have the opportunity to hand over to Pandit Mohan, accompanied by Uma, who will be chorusing him, his daughter, and I ask that you give him your undivided attention.
ॐ गोविन्द गोविन्द हरे मुरारी, गोविन्द गोविन्द रतङ्गपाणिं, गोविन्द गोविन्द मुकुन्द कृष्ण, गोविन्द गोविन्द नमो नमस्ते। श्री राधे गोविंदा, गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंदा,
गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
श्री राधे गोविंदा, गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
राधे गोविंदा, गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
प्यारा नाम है तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
प्यारा नाम है, तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
कोई कहे वसुदेव की नंदन, कोई कहे नंदलाला, कोई कहे नंदलाला, कोई कहे वसुदेव की नंदन,
कोई कहे नंदलाला, कोई कहे नंदलाला।
श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
द्रौपदी ने जब तुम ही पुकारा, सारे आन बराए, आन बराए। द्रौपदी ने जब तुम ही पुकारा, सारे आन बराए।
सारी आन बराई।
नाम को लेकर विष कर बीज, देखो मीरा भाई, देखो मीरा भाई। श्री राधे गोविंदा
गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
जमुना तट पर नंद की लाला, मुरली मधुर बजाई, मुरली
मधुर बजाई।
जमुना तट पर नंद की लाला, मुरली मधुर बजाई।
मुरली मधुर बजाई।
ग्वालों के संग देखो कान्हा, माखन मिश्री खाई, माखन मिश्री खाई। श्री राधे गोविंदा
गोपाला तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाल
तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
प्यारा नाम है, तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
प्यारा नाम है, तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है। श्री राधे गोविंदा गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है। गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है। गोपाल तेरा प्यारा नाम है।
Thank you very much, Pandit Mohan, who is no stranger to Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir. And we're actually in the presence of many, many respected Pandits. As I ask Anthony Prasad to queue up, I just want to give our humble Sitaram and Pranam and thanks for joining us on this evening of Bhagwat Katha. To Pandit Rishi and his family joining us from the States, to Pandit Rajiv, Pandit Avinash, Pandit Karl Sharma, and all the pundits here who are joining us, thank you very, very much for your presence with us this evening. And without further ado, I turn your attention to Anthony, who is also no stranger in our community and part of the band Amar Geet. We have the opportunity of hearing a rendition from him this evening.
भज मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भज मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भज मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला मधुर मनोहर सावरे श्री हरि नंद किशोर नैना दर्शन बावरे की जय चरण तोर मधुर मनोहर सावरे श्री हरि नंद किशोर नैना दर्शन बावरे की जय चरणन तोर मन वैरागी नाम कतेरे मन वैरागी नाम कतेरे नटवर दीन दयाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला नाम तेरा बवतारन हारा दुख भंजन सुखकारी जिसने भी हृदय में धारा उनके भी पद तारे नाम तेरा बवतारन हारा दुख भंजन सुखकारी जिसने भी हृदय में धारा उनके भी पद तारे है हितकारी साजन मेरे है हितकारी साजन मेरे कष्ट मिटाने वाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला सब गत अंतर जोत तुम्हारा तू सब खेल खिलावे तेरा दर्शन श्याम मुरारी कोई विराला पावे सब गत अंतर जोत तुम्हारा तू सब खेल खिलावे तेरा दर्शन श्याम मुरारी कोई विराला पावे जन्म जन्म का साथी तू ही जन्म जन्म का साथी तू ही तू जग का रखवाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भज मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज गोविंदा जय गोपाला भज मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भजो मुरली मनोहर नंद लाला भजो गोविंदा जय गोपाला भजो गोविंदा जय गोपाला भजो गोविंदा जय गोपाला.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Always living up the energy and having everyone clapping and shaking in their seats. I now have the opportunity to ask Uma to please give us her rendition for this evening. And as she makes her way to the harmonium, if anyone in the audience is interested in giving a rendition, singing a bhajan, kirtan, please make your way to the kirtan and we'll do our best to accommodate you. Thank you.
तुम करुणा के सागर हो प्रभु, मेरी गाकर भर दो. तुम करुणा के सागर हो प्रभु, मेरी गाकर भर दो. थके पान है दूध गाँव है, अब तो कृपा कर दो. तुम करुणा के सागर हो प्रभु, मेरी गाकर भर दो. हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे. क्लेश द्वेष से भरा ये मन है, मिला मेरा तन है. तुम कृपाला दीन दयाला, तुमसे ही जीवन है. इस तन मन को उपवन करने का वरदान वर दो. तुम करुणा के सागर हो प्रभु, मेरी गाकर भर दो. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे. याचक बन कर खड़ा हो द्वारे, दोनों हाथ में जोड़े. परम पिता तुमको मैं जानो, पिता ना बालक छोड़े. दास नारायण करे अर्चना, मेरे करुणा के सागर हो प्रभु मेरी गा कर भर दो। थके पान है दूर गाँव है अब तो कृपा कर दो। तुम करुणा के सागर हो प्रभु मेरी गा कर भर दो। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम रामा हरे हरे। कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे।
Thank you so much, Uma, accompanied again by our very, very talented musicians here. Anissa was playing harmonium, Brian on tabla, Kevin on dolak, and much, much more talented musicians to come. Now, as we hear from some of the children of Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir, I asked Tashana to make her way to the harmonium to sing our next bhajan, and ask that the children cue up their bhajans as we continue to keep your mind focused on that divine Bhagwan.
यशोमती मैया से बोले नंद लाला राधा क्यों घोरे मैं क्यों काला। राधा क्यों घोरे मैं क्यों काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंद लाला राधा क्यों घोरे मैं क्यों काला। राधा क्यों घोरे मैं क्यों काला। भोले मुझसे खाती मैया लेने को बिताया गा। भोले मुझसे खाती मैया लेने को बिताया। कारी कारी अंदिया रे रतनी में तुंगाया। लादे लाख दैया मेरे ओ लादे लाख दैया मेरे काली कमली वाला इसलिए काला। यशोमती मैया से बोले नंद लाला राधा क्यों घोरे मैं क्यों काला। राधा क्यों घोरे मैं क्यों काला। बालिने नो बालिने इस जग डाला इसलिए काला यशोमती मैया से बोली नंदलाला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला यशोमती मैया से बोली नंदलाला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला.
Thank you very much to Shauna. And as Anissa makes her way behind the harmonium, I'm sure again she's no stranger to all of you, as part of another one of GTA's musical bands here. They cater to a lot of events and do a lot of sewa. Anissa, her brother Kevin, and Sudesh are part of Akashvani Rhythms, and we will now hear just a smidge of what they're capable of doing.
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
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 राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राधा की जय जय रुक्मिणी की जय जय
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 मोर मुकुट बंसी वाले की जय जय
मोर मुकुट बंसी वाला की जय जय
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राम जी की जय जय श्याम जी की जय जय
राम जी की जय जय श्याम जी की जय जय
राम जी की जय जय श्याम जी की जय जय
राम जी की जय जय श्याम जी की जय जय
दशरथ कुंवर चारों भाइयों की जय जय दशरथ कुंवर चारों भाइयों की जय जय गोविंद
बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो
गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो।
Thank you very, very much, Anissa. And as I ask Padmini to make her way to behind the harmonium, and Pitambar to make his way to the tabla, let these children keep your mind attuned to the feet of Bhagwan as we wait in anticipation for our Vyas for this evening.
चलो रे मन श्री वृंदावन धाम वन धाम वन धाम चलो रे मन श्री वृंदावन धाम रतेंगे वहाँ राते 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 राम मिलेंगे कुंज बिहारी और के कामर कारी ओ मिलेंगे कुंज बिहारी और के कामर कारी प्रेत हाथ हमें श्री यमुना जी जाएंगे प्रेत हाथ हमें श्री यमुना जी जाएंगे कर शाम हम जीवन सफल बनाएंगे ओ कर शाम हम जीवन सफल बनाएंगे तेरी पूर्ण हो सबका 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 तेरी पूर्ण हो सबका रतेंगे वहाँ राते 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 नाम मिलेंगे कुंज बिहारी ओ
Thank you very, very much, Padmini. As I now ask you all to please stand as we welcome our Vyas, Pandit Rajan Bhalgoban, this evening.
Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Bhadram Karnebi Shunayama Devaha Bhadram Pashe Makshabirja Chatraha Sthirairangai Stushtabagam Yastanabihi Vyashema Deva Hitam Yadayuho Swasti na Indro Bridastavaha Swasti na Pusha Vedaha Swasti nastariksho arishtanemi Swasti no Brihaspatir Tadhatu Om Shanti 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 Sham no Mitra Sham Varunaha Sham no Bhavatvalyama Shanna Indro Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayu Tume Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tume Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami Vritam Vadishyami Satyam Vadishyami Tanmamavatu Tadbhaktaravavatu Avatu Mam Avatu Bhaktaram Namo Sute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindaya Tapatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharatataila Purna Prajwalito Jnanamaya Pradeepa. Praise Bolo Vyasa Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you. Kindly have your seat. While we continue with Vyas Puja, we'll have a bhajan. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranati Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा जग में वो हारा हारा। कृष्ण नाम पावन पावन, कृष्ण नाम प्यारा प्यारा, जो न बोले कृष्णा कृष्णा जग में वो हारा हारा। मन का मिटे अंधियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा, मन का मिटे अंधियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा। जिसको मिले ना तेरा सुख का मरम क्या जाने, जो न ध्यावे कृष्णा कृष्णा नित का धर्म क्या माने। चाहे अगर उजियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा, चाहे अगर उजियारा, बोले कृष्ण कृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा। जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा, जो तू मिटाना चाहे जीवन की तृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा। सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा, सुबह शाम बोल बंदे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा।
Right. Just raise this up a little bit higher. धनी वृंदावन धाम है, धनी वृंदावन नाम, धनी वृंदावन रसिक जे सुमिरत राधे श्याम। Alston.
श्यामा तेरी आरती, कन्हैया तेरी आरती, सारा संसार करेगा कर जोर के, सारा
संसार करेगा कर
जोर के राधे गोपाला गोपी गोपाला
राधे गोपाला गोपी गोपाला
सिर पर सोना मुकुट विराजे गल वैजंती माला साजे
सिर पर सोना मुकुट विराजे गल वैजंती माला साजे
और फूलन के हार करेगा कर जोर के श्यामा तेरी आरती सांवरिया तेरी आरती
सारा संसार करेगा
कर जोर के
सारा संसार करेगा कर जोर के
राधे गोपाला गोपी गोपाला
राधे गोपाला गोपी गोपाला
ब्रह्मादिक तेरो यश गावे नारद शारद ध्यान लगावे ब्रह्मादिक तेरो यश गावे
नारद शारद ध्यान लगावे
और करे जय जयकार करेगा कर जोर के श्यामा तेरी आरती नंद लाला तेरी आरती
सारा संसार करेगा
कर जोर के
सारा संसार करेगा कर जोर के राधे गोपाला गोपी गोपाला राधे गोपाला गोपी गोपाला
गोविंद गोपाल हे नंद लाला गोविंद गोपाल हे ब्रज बाला राधे गोपाला गोपी गोपाला
राधे गोपाला
गोपी गोपाला कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव
त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव
त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव. We bow in obeisance.
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. प्रेम सुनो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. कैलाशपति शिव शंकर भगवान की जय.
प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय. और most esteemed व्यास जी और पंडवा जी, respected Pandit ji, brother Pandits, our mom, devotees, friends, musicians, lovers and worshippers of Bhagwan, let me this evening, on behalf of our Parivar, welcome each and every one of you to this 7 days of Bhagwat Mahapuran Yajna in celebration of our mom's 75th birth anniversary. I want to welcome each and every one of you here tonight to this first of 7 sessions in this beautiful month of Purushottam Mass along with Shravan Mass. Please give our dear Vyasji your rapt attention. I know he is one who delivers Katha with this substance that we take and we can take home to nourish our Atma, our soul, as well as to nourish and fructify this Brahman within us. Tonight, it is no easy task to do at least 28, 29 days of uninterrupted seva service, Sri Krishna Mandir, then just concluding Shiv Mahapuran Yajna yesterday, taking a flight out from Guyana to New York, from New York to here, probably if it's 120 minutes sleep our Vyasji had, but yet he find himself way north from Guyana to the northern tip of North America to present Katha for us this evening. Tonight we are blessed to have our Vyasji. He is this young, astute, and very knowledgeable Panditji Ratan Rajin Balgobin. Panditji comes from a very noble and Brahmanic family. Originally from the Quarantine Berbice in Guyana, migrated to the US sometime. With the blessing of his parents and his Diksha Guru, Swargabasi Lakshmi Narayan Sharma, commonly known in the Quarantine as Pandit Bullet, is where the foundation was laid for the personality and his studies. After his academic studies, our Panditji had the inner calling to pursue the teachings of Sanatana Dharma, more so become closer to his Bhagwan, especially to Lord Sri Krishna. He was blessed to go to the modern land in which our foreparents would have left and leave 180 years ago, Bangladesh, where a transformation took place under the guardianship of his Swargabasi Guruji, Dr. Prema Panduranga. As a result, he studied this Bhagavad, and it is this Bhagavad tonight he's going to present to us as this Amrit Katha for the Atma, for all of us, for the next 7 sessions. Vyasji is a Pandit who is in charge, well-known Sri Krishna Mandir in Guyana, Berbice, in which he's doing seva selflessly, and presently he's engaged in Shravan Mass, and I think it's up to 28 days already, non-stop, Abhishekam Puja to Bhagwan Shiva, feeding every day for our kids and other families in Guyana, in which he's engaging, and he still finds the time to be here with us here tonight. Vyasji, on behalf of my mom, my brother, the priest of this mandir, and our family, want to welcome you to Sri Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir. And it is our blessing to have you to narrate to us Bhagwat Mahapuran Yajna. Prem se bolo Vyas Bhagwan ki.
Shri Ramchandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Shri Bal Krishna Lal ki Jai. Om Namaschandikaya Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadev. Mangal Murti Pratama Pujya Bhagwan Shri Ganesh Ji Stuti. Shivatane Varishtham Sarva Kalyana Murtim परशु कमलहस्त शोभितं मोदकेन अरुणकुसुममालाब्याललम्बोदरं तं मम हृदयनिवासं श्रीगणेशं नमामि। सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बिके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। विश्वेश्वमाधवं धुण्डिं दण्डपाणिं च भैरवं वन्दे काशीगुह्यां गङ्गां भवानीं मणिकर्णिकाम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम 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 गंगाधराय। हरि ओम गंगाधराय।
ओम गंगाधराय। हरि ओम गंगाधराय।
ओम सोमेश्वराय। हरि ओम सोमेश्वराय।
ओम सोमेश्वराय। हरि ओम सोमेश्वराय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय।
ओम डमरूधराय। हरि ओम डमरूधराय।
ओम डमरूधराय। हरि ओम डमरूधराय।
ओम माहेश्वराय। हरि ओम माहेश्वराय।
ओम माहेश्वराय। हरि ओम माहेश्वराय।
ओम सर्वेश्वराय। हरि ओम सर्वेश्वराय।
ओम सर्वेश्वराय। हरि ओम सर्वेश्वराय।
ओम नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय। ओम नमः शिवाय। हरि ओम नमः शिवाय। मंदारमाला कुलतालकायै कपालमालाङ्कृतशेखरायै दिव्याम्बरायै च दिगम्बरायै नमः शिवायै च नमः शिवायै। श्री काशी विश्वेश्वर सांब सदा शिवाय नमः। गोविंद दामोदर माधवेति। अग्रे कुरूणाम् अथ पाण्डवानां दुःशासनेनां हृतवस्त्रकेशां कृष्णात् तदा क्रोशहदम्यनाथ गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द
दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति श्री कृष्ण विष्णु मधुकैत भारे भक्तानुकंपिन भगवन् मुरारे त्राय स्वमां केशवलोकनाथ गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति विक्रेतु कामाखिल गोपकन्या मुरारी पादार्पित चित वृत्ति दद्यादिकं मोहवशात् वोचत् गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति
गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति गोविन्द दामोदर माधवेति बंशी विभूषित कराननवनीरदाभात पीताम्बरादारुणबिम्बफलाधरोष्ठात् पूर्णेन्दुसुन्दरमुखाद अरविन्द्रनेत्रात् कृष्णात् परं किमपि तत्त्वं न जाने सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। श्री बद्रीनारायण भगवान की जय, श्री अनंत पद्मनाभ स्वामी की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ जी महाराज की जय, श्री द्वारकाधीश भगवान की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। अखंड मंडलाकारं
व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज
निज मन मुकुर सुधार बरनो रघुवर विमल यश जो दायक फल चार।
बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके
सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार।
मंगल भवन अमंगल हारे द्रवौ सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी।
मंगल भवन अमंगल हारी द्रवौ सुदशरथ अजिर बिहारी।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई।
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई।
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम।
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम।
पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप रामा। मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभूप। नमोस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुद्धि फुल्लारविन्दयत पत्रनेत्रं येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमय प्रदीपः। श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। श्री हनुमान जी महाराज की जय। श्री सद्गुरु महाराज की जय। श्री वेद व्यास जी भगवान की जय। मंगल मूर्ति भगवान श्री गणेश को प्रणाम करते हुए और humble obeisance to the lotus feet of भगवान श्री गणपति, to Mata Mahakali, Maha Lakshmi, Maha Saraswati, to Ma Vaishnavi, we bow down to Devi. In this most auspicious period, the first of the Chaturmasa, the first of the 4 holy months, Shravan, to be followed by Bhadav, then Ashwin, and then Kartik, the beautiful month that is dedicated to the worship of Bhagwan Shankar, Mahadev. And I think after every so 9 or 12 years, you get a combination of Adhik Shravan and Shravan. You get Adhik Shravan, Adhik Mas, which falls, there's few other months that also becomes Adhik Mas every 3 years. Shravan, on the other hand, it will not come again as Adhik Shravan in another 12 years. So to have the blessings of Bhagwan Shri Hari and Shri Hara, to have the blessings of Hara Om Sada Shivaya, Hari Om Narayana. He is called Hara and he is also called Hari. As Hara, he rides on Nandi. As Hari, he rides on Garuda. As Hara, he is Parvati Ramana. As Hari, he is Lakshmi Ramana. As Hara, he resides in the snow-clad peak of Mount Kailash. As Hari, he resides in the most opulent of places called Vaikuntha. Beautiful time to harness the blessings of Bhagwan Shri Kailashpati, Bhagwan Shiva, and Bhagwan Shri Mahavishnu. Har Om Sada Shivaya, Hari Om Narayanaya,
Har Om Sada Shivaya, Hari Om Narayana.
Har Om Sada Shivaya, Hari Om Narayanaya.
Har Om Sada Shivaya, Hari Om Narayana.
Parvati Ramana Sada Shivaya, Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayanaya.
Parvati Ramana Sada Shivaya, Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana.
Nandi Vahan Sada Shivaya, Garuda Vahan Narayanaya. Nandi
Vahan Sada Shivaya, Garuda Vahan Narayana.
Har Om Sada Shivaya, Hari Om Narayanaya. One is Bilva Patra Priya, the other is Tulsi Patra Priya. When you look at these two dynamic aspect of Godhead, Vishnuscha Hridayam Shiva, Shivascha Hridayam Vishnu. They are seated in each other's heart. They're seated in each other's heart. And in this beautiful period of Adhik Shravan, हम लोगों ने कौन सा पुण्य किया भाई? What punya? Do you have any recollection of what good you performed in your previous birth? You don't. But there has to be some good that in Adhik Shravan we are being treated, my dear ones, to a Bhagavad Mahapurana. At a time when is most suitable for the worship of Mahadev, we're going to listen to Shri Hari's Katha. To have the blessing of both. We are reaping the benefits of our past karmas. Bhaktas, on this beautiful Shravan Somvar, we bow down to him. Mandara mala kulatala kaye, kapala malang krutashekaraye, divyambaraye cha digambaraye, namah shivaye cha namah shivaye. To that Ashutosha Bhagwan Shankar, the one who grants and grants without discriminating, to that Mahadev we bow down to. We bow down to the blessed Lord of this temple, Bhagwan Sri Lakshmi Narayana, who is no other than the Lord of Ayodhya, Bhagwan Shri Sita Rama, and the Lord of Vrindavan, Bhagwan Shri Radha Krishna. We take the blessings of our gurus, we take the blessings of our Diksha Guru, we take the blessings of our Vidya Gurus, and we take the blessings of our Satguru. And to the Guru of all Gurus, Sri Hanumanji, we bow down to him. And to Shri Veda Vyasji's, whose Bhagavad Mahapurana we will be reciting, commencing tonight and concluding on Sunday morning. What an honor and a joy to be present in the temple of Bhagwan Shri Hari. For the past 28 days, it has been in his temple. It has been in the temple of Mahadev. So Madhava must have decided, take a break from Mahadev and please come to my temple. It's only when he makes it possible then it happens. It is he who makes it possible. What an honor it is to be reciting and to be treating my own ears and my mind and my heart to a Bhagavad Mahapurana. On behalf of our host family, my two brothers and their dear sister, Pandit Rishi ji, Pandit Jageshwar ji, our dear Didi, celebrating the life of their mom, to celebrate the gift of life with her. What could be a greater treat to her on the occasion of her 65th? Her 75th birthday. I'm indeed honored to be given this opportunity, and I pray that whatever expectation my brothers and my sister and our dear mom would have of me being their Vyas, I will be able to fulfill that expectation. We're a little bit late, a little bit behind tonight with time, but I promise to make it up. And thank you very much, Brother Rishiji, for that introduction. Thank you very, very much. I've known these brothers for a very, very long time. And through the years, that friendship and that brotherhood had gotten only stronger. And to be invited to come and celebrate their dear mom's life, and particularly one who shares the name of my own mother. My mom is a Leela also. Then it's extra special for this week. Bhakta Jano, we'll fall in tune with the Bhagavad Mahatyam this first evening. Please bear with my croaking voice a little bit. As Pandit Rishi said, I probably only had about 4 hours of sleep from yesterday when we concluded Katha in Bath Settlement, West Berbice, and arrived in Toronto this afternoon about 4 p.m. So it's been an all-night traveling. My sister said to me, this is the shortest visit you ever made to our home. I stopped in New Jersey just to pack 7 dhotis and 7 kurtas, and to grab my Bhagavatam and my bhajan books and head to LaGuardia Airport for the next flight. How are we able to do all of this, my dear ones, when your mind is not on you, but your mind is on Him? Cheen liya mera bhola saman, Radha Raman mero Radha Raman. छीन लिया मेरा भोला सामन, राधा रमन मेरो राधा रमन। छीन लिया मेरा भोला सामन,
राधा रमन मेरो राधा रमन।
हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा,
हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा।
हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा,
हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा।
हमारो धन राधा 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 राधा,
हमारो धन राधा 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 राधा।
परम धन राधा 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 राधा,
परम धन राधा 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 राधा।
किशोरी प्यारी राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा, किशोरी प्यारी राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा। हमारो धन राधा श्री राधा श्री राधा। Bhaktijano, the Bhagavad Mahatyam comes to us from the Padma Purana. The Padma Purana is going to tell us what is it that we can gain when we host a Bhagavatam, when we participate in a Bhagavatam, when we contribute in a Bhagavatam, when we attend a Bhagavatam. Shrimad Bhagavat is not an ordinary text. Soon we're to find out what the Padma Purana says about this great book. Om Namo Bhagavate वासुदेवाय सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः यं प्रवजन्तनुपेतपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विहरकातर आजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मतया तरवोऽभिनेदोस्त्वं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि. The first thing the Bhagavad Mahatyam does is tell us who is Bhagavan. Satchidananda Rupaya, Satchit Ananda Rupa hai Bhagavan. It's a word that Goswami Tulsidas ji uses in the Ramcharitramanas, Rama Satchidananda Dimesha. In Goswami ji's Rudrashtakam. In Tulsidas ji's Rudrashtakam, did he not say in one of the verses, Kalatit Kalyan Kalpantkari Sada Sajdanand Data Purari. Kalatit Kalyan Kalpantkari Sada Sajjananand Data Purari Chidanand Sando Hamo Aap Hari Prasid Prasid Prabho Manmathari. Om Namah Shivaya,
Om Namah Shivaya,
Har Har Bhole. Om Namah Shivaya. Sri Ramachandra is called Satchidananda. Bhagwan Shankar is called Satchidananda. When we read the Shama Pratna of the Durga Saptashati, Kameshwari Jagannmata Satchidananda Vigrahe, we say to Mother Durga, we say to Ma Bhagwati, Satchidananda Vigrahe, you're the embodiment of that truth, that pure consciousness and that bliss. One beautiful word describes whom we Hindus adore as the Supreme. Vishwotpatyadi Hetave, the creator of this world, the sustainer of this world, and the one ultimately who paves the way for a new creation. Vishwotpatyadi Hetave, Tapatraya Vinashaya, the remover of man's agony. Threefold causes of man's agony. Threefold causes. One, we generate problems for ourselves by ourselves. Others can cause us problems, and nature can cause us problems. Tapatraya Vinashaya, Bhagavatam is going to give him a name. Shri Krishnaya Vayam Numaha. He is called Krishna. That's the first shloka of the Bhagavad Mahatyam. The second shloka, which father does not want to shower his paternal affection onto his child? The father is Vedavyasa, the son is Shukadeva. Today, youngsters, my dear ones, I'm not sure how many of them would take the honor or would want to sit on their father's lap. After some years, they will say, Mom or Dad, or they will say, Dad, I'm too old for this now. My father passed away in the year 1997. I was 24 years old. He passed away in August, and in the month of March, I was in Guyana. And I was a pretty big boy, 24 years old, and I used to sit on my father's lap. Whenever he would sit on his favorite sofa, his favorite chair, I would go and sit on my father's lap. I would sit on his lap. As a son, as a child, we want that affection from a parent or our parents. In this case, it's a father. And which father does not want to shower his son with his paternal affection? But in this case of Shukadeva, very interesting personality, it is said, Yam pravajantanupeta peta krityam dvaipayano viharakatara ajuhava he putra putreti putreti putreti. Veda Vyasa is calling his son, my putra, my son, Shukadeva, come to me. But Shukadeva, Taravo bhinidhustvam sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosmi. He was already in tune, he was already in communion with the Supreme Being. Shukadeva was not one longing for paternal affection. Shukadeva was not one longing for worldly enjoyments. Shukadeva is not one who is longing for video games like our youngsters today. But Shukadeva is one who is already in communion with intention of leading the life of a recluse, and his father is calling on him, come my son, come. It is here it is said that Mother Nature responded in saying, how can you capture the attention of one whom China Liana Mera Bhola Saman, whose mind was stolen by God, whose mind was already stolen by Bhagavan, one who's already surrendered, man mana bhava mad bhakto madhya jimam namaskuru mame vaishyasi satyam te prati jane priyosmi me, one who has already surrendered his mind to Shri Krishna. Meaning, the speaker of the Bhagavatam, he had absolutely no worldly attachment. That is the quality of Shukadev Mahamuni. You have a great meeting taking place. Agyana dhvanta vidhvansa koti surya samaprabham suta kyahi katha saram mama karna rasayanam bhakti jnana viragaptu viveko vardhate mahan maya mohani rascha vaishnave kriyate katham shreyasam yadbhavat shreyah pavananam cha pavanam krishna prapti karam shashvatam sadhanam tadavadadhunam. A great meeting is taking place. That is called Naimisharanya. You have one head speaker is going to approach Suji Maharaj. Shaunak is the head speaker. Shaunak represents all the saints who are present there, and they approach Suji. Sometimes we compliment people on their looks, we compliment them on their complexion, we compliment them on their physique, we compliment them based on their status, based on their talent, based on their popularity. How many people do we compliment based on their knowledge? They're not complimenting Suji because of any of those things. They said to Suji Maharaj, Agyana dhvanta vidhvansa koti surya samaprabham. It is the sun that possesses billions and billions of rays of light, but you are representative of the sun here on earth. Bandava Guru Padakanja Kripa Sindhunara Rupa Hari Maha Mohatamapunja Jasu Vachana Ravi Karanikara. The Guru is a representative of the sun on earth. In what manner? In what way? Because of the knowledge that he possesses. The knowledge that the Guru possesses, it's equivalent to the billions and billions of the rays of Surya Deva, the sun god. And thus they say to him, they pay their obeisance to him, and they say, Suji Maharaj, Kathasaram mama karna rasayanam. They said to Suji, today our karna, our ears are thirsty today. Humko katha de do na. What katha do you want? Bhakti Jnana Viragapto Viveko Vardhate Mahan Mayani Mohani Rascha Vaishnave Kriyate Katham. We want to become the best of Vaishnavas. The best of Vaishnavas. A Vaishnava is not one who wears Urva Tilakam on their forehead. A Vaishnava is not one who wears the Kanti Mala. A Vaishnava is not one who takes the Japa Mala and chants certain amount of rounds for the day. Who is a Vaishnava? Bhakti Jnana Viragapto Vivardhate Viveko Vardhate Mahan. We want that Katha which is going to embellish our Bhakti. It's going to increase our love for Bhagavan. One that is going to grant us Tattva Gyan, not just any Gyan, Tattva Gyan, the ultimate truth. Nothing beyond that. The truth and only the truth of life. Or Hame Vairagya. Bhi de do Maharaj. Please bless us to generate this passion. Enjoy everything that you have. But please learn slowly and gracefully to give it up. From positions to possessions, please know that you can survive without it. Life can continue without it. Bhakti, Gyan, Vairagya. Viveko Vardhate Mahan, Mayani Mohani Rascha, Vaishnave Kriyate Katham. One of the most popular of songs that we sing, Vaishnava Janato Tele Kahiye. Ke peera padai jaan re. Who is a Vaishnava? A Vaishnava is one who will feel the pain not for someone of their same ethnicity, of the same faith, of the same religion, but one who will feel the pain for everyone. And not just living beings, not just human beings rather, but even plants, even animals, their heart will go out to them. Maya Mohani Rascha Vaishnave Kriyate Katham. This is what makes the best of a Vaishnava. Shreyasam Yad Bhave Shreyaha Pavananam Cha Pavanam Krishna Prapti Karam Shashvata. Give us that sadhana. Give us that medium by which we can attain Panki Bihari Shri Krishna. Give us that medium by which Shri Krishna Prapti Karam. We want that sadhana. It is here that, my dear brothers and sisters, our dear Suji is going to respond to Shaunak Adi Rishi. Remember what they're asking for. They want bhakti, they want gyan, they want vairagya. They also want that sadhana, that discipline by which they can attain Bhagwan Shri Krishna himself. To Suji Maharaji says, let me tell you what happened one day. Ekadahi vishalayam chatavararshayo amalaham satsangartham samayatam dadishrutatra naradam. For the sake of satsanga, Narada reached a very, very special place, and that is Badrinath. Ekadahi vishalayam chatavari rishayo amala. He met his 4 brothers, the Sanat Kumaras. We all know when later on in the 2nd canto of the Bhagavad Mahapuran, Bhagwan Sri Mahavishnu is going to instruct Brahmaji to create, to propagate this world. He creates the Sanat Kumaras, and the Sanat Kumaras chose the life of eternal Brahmacharya. He goes on to create Naraji. Naraji also says, I will remain an eternal Brahmachari. Then he goes on to bring into the world Manu and Satrupa and the Prajapatis, and all the whole of creation will come to us in Book 2 of the Bhagavad Mahapurana. So Narada Muni meets his 4 brothers, his Mansik, the Mansik Putra of Brahmaji, in a very special place, Badrinath. Jai Jai Narayana, Narayana Hari Hari. Badri Narayana, Narayana Hari Hari. Badri Narayana, Narayana Hari Hari. Shriman Narayana, Narayana Hari Hari. Shri
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण हरि हरि
लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण हरि हरि
लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण हरि हरि
सत्य नारायण नारायण हरि हरि
सत्यनारायण नारायण हरि हरि
लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण हरि हरि
लक्ष्मी नारायण नारायण हरि हरि
जय जय नारायण नारायण हरि हरि जय जय नारायण नारायण हरि हरि Naradaji met his four brothers in a beautiful place that is called Badrinath. In the northernmost part of India, it is one of the Char Dham. Badrinath in the north, Rameshwaram in the south, Jagannath Puri in the east, Dwarka in the west. This is called Char Dham. And there they saw Narada Muni, and Narada Muni is not looking his usual self. So they're asking Narada Muni, Are Narad ji, kya hua bhai? Why are you looking so sad? You look as if someone has, taken something away from you. Someone has stolen something from you. And then in the first place, you don't own anything. You don't own anything. So why this long face? Why this long face? And Narada Muni is going to tell his brothers, Aham tu prithvi atum gyatva sarvottamamiti pushkaram cha prayagam cha kashim godavari tatha harikshetram kurukshetram shrirangam setu bandhanam evamadhishu tirtheshu brahmamanaitasthaham. He tells his brothers, I went on a journey, I went on yatra, I went on pilgrimage. I went to Pushkar, where Brahmaji's temple is present. I went to Prayag, where Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati, the three rivers, meet. I went to the holy city of Bam Bam Bhole, Shri Vishwanath Shambho, Bam Bam Bhole, Vishwanath Shambho, Shri Vishwanath Shambho, Nagendra Haraya Trilochanayam, Bhasmangaragaya Maheshwarayam, Nityaya Shuddhaya Digambarayam, Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya, Bam Bam Bhole, Vishwanath Shambho, Shri Vishwanath Shambho, Shri Vishwanath Shambho. The beauty of satsang, Panditji, is that we can transport ourselves to so many places. We can transport ourselves during this week without purchasing a single ticket, without having to go through TSA screening, without having to sit on an aircraft for 15 plus hours. We are going to go to Ayodhya. We are going to go to Vrindavan. We are going to go to Kashi, my dear ones. You're going to travel. We're going to travel this entire week through the medium of Katha. He went to the holy city of Bhagwan Shankar. He went to Kashi. He went to the bank of the Godavari river. Godavari ji ke tat pe what mandir is there? Trayambakeshwar is there. Trayambakeshwar Mahadev is present on the bank of the Godavari river. This is in Maharashtra. He went to Harikshetram. Harikshetram is Haridwar. He went to Kurukshetram, where the Mahabharata war was fought. He did not only just spend time in the north, he went in the south also. He went to Sri Rangam, Sri Ranganatha Swami. the colossal form of Mahavishnu sleeping on Adishesha, the largest temple in all of India, Ranganatha Swami. He went there. He went to Rameshwar. This is what he's telling his brothers. So he tells his brother, let me tell you what I witnessed. Maine kya dekha? Maine kya dekha? Satyam nasti tapaha shaucham dayadanam na vidyate udharam bharino jiva varakaha kutavashinaha mandah sumandamatayo mandabhagyahrupadritam pakhandit nirataha santo viraktaha saparigraha satyam nasti tapaha shaucham. Instead of people speaking the truth, they're engaged in only speaking lies, he tells his brother. They've become Gnostic, not Astic. They've become Gnostic. Gnostic people are disbelievers. Bhagwan does not exist. There's no such thing as God. Tapa. We just finished Katha, like I said, in West Barbies, and we spoke about Parvati and her penance. Did Bhagwan Shri Krishna not give us Hindus the 3 commandments, I call them? Yajna, Dana, Tapaha. These 3 should never be abandoned. People want to know, Panditji, what can I do to materialize my heart's desire? What can I do? Bhagwan said it. None of us have to say it. Perform yajna, perform dan, and perform tapasya. It will gain you your heart's desire. From mundane things, from worldly things, to spiritual gain. Of the yajnas, I'm sure my brother Rishi, my dear brother Pandit Jageshwarji, this is where my mind gets old. Sharma, Avinashji. Right? I'm sure they will tell you, or they have mentioned to you, Pancha Mahayagya. To worship the gods. It will give you and grant you your heart's desire. Guru Puja. Adoration to your teachers, to your gurus, can grant you your heart's desire. Adoration to your parents and your pitris, your ancestors, can grant you your heart's desire. Being good to the lesser creatures of the world, being good to the birds and being good to the fishes and being good to the cows. They're mute. No, they don't speak English. They don't speak my language and your language. But does that mean they don't bless you? Does that mean they're not thankful for the water you give them to drink? Or for the few grains of rice you threw to them for them to eat? You want to see loving creatures aside from your Muffy and Fluffy that you have at home? Then the dog that you have at home? Come in Guyana and you'll see the wild animals that roams around Sri Krishna Mandir. The wild animals that comes and roams around the temple, my dear friends. Be good to them, and that will lead you to your heart's desire. And then, of course, be good to your fellow mankind. Pancha Mahayagya. Then what about Dan, giving charity? It was Anne Frank who said, no one went poor by giving charity. No one had to file for bankruptcy by giving charity. A little portion of what we earn to those who are deserving, who knows, it could bring Bhagwan in front of you. Bhagwan himself will come to beg and to benefit from your generosity, the way he took the avatar of Vaman Bhagwan and went and begged before Mahabali. God himself can come to you. Treat him with your generosity. And then tapasya, discipline. Parvati, my dear children, Parvati performing rigorous tapasya. This is why she is called Brahmacharini. The embodiment, tapo murti itself, the embodiment of tapasya. Bhakta Jano. That was not even seen. This tapa was not being seen. Shaucham, what about cleanliness? My son Alston was telling me he took his family maybe a month ago or so to New York, and they were giving their review of New York. You know? And if you have gone to Richmond Hill, please, I don't compare it to Canada, my begayo. Please don't compare it to your Toronto here. Yes, we are very congested. Yes, we're overly populated, but it's the one place you don't have to cook. You just have to walk on the main avenue and you get all the foods and all your favorites coming out of the oven, piping hot. You get? Cleanliness. You go back to your villages, you go back to your towns where you came from. Compare it to your time to what they're now, what they're like now. This cleanliness was not there. Danam, nobody's giving charity. They're making deals. They're bartering. And then he goes on to say, Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hurpudrita pakhandit nirataha santo viraktaha saparigraha. People have become slow, extremely dull-witted, afflicted, and there are those who pose as saints and they're constantly engaged in preaching false doctrines. Those who have outwardly claimed to show that they have renounced the world, they only amass wealth. And you know, the world we live in today, we want new scriptures. People don't want to listen to the Bhagavad Gita anymore, you know. That's too boring. As if they know the entire Bhagavad Gita. It's not about knowing the Gita. It's about applying the Gita. That's one. People don't want to listen to Ram Katha because everybody knows the story of Sri Ramachandra. I hope you wonderful, intelligent devotees here of Toronto, Canada did not waste your money and go and watch that recent movie that came out. When I'm looking at this scene, it looks as if Ram and Sita, my dear ones, went into the forest to have a good time. You know? It looks as if they went into the forest to have just a nice time. No, they went into the forest as yogis. They went into the forest as yogis, It's sad to see even what Bollywood is doing, corrupting our Sanatana Dharma. Hamari dunya hai aaj. So, Narada Muni was frustrated with what he saw back then. Now, I don't know about my fellow pundits, but I get frustrated with what I see in our world today. I do get frustrated. New York had a very interesting event yesterday. Buramat Mano, we're intelligent devotees here. They had a fire walking ceremony. Okay? Now, my logic is, if you can walk on fire, it means you have the ability to walk into a burning building and save lives. That's what it means. We don't need such spectacles. Ask the Devi to bless you. Ask Ma to bless you. If you can invoke her and walk on hot coals, then you can invoke her and run into burning buildings and save lives. We are seeing spectacles in our world today. People are moving away from traditional worship. They're moving away from what is sanctioned in our scriptures, and they're doing things according to their own fancies. Today, they want new gods also. They want new gods. Bhagwan Shankar is not enough. Bhagwan Shivji has taken a new avatar. It's being sold in the shops. I don't know which one it is. There's so many of them. One of them, Pandit Jageshwarji, is Jangli Mata. Jangli Mata. I said, which karma kand has Jangli Mata puja? Where are people coming up with these images? Where are they coming up with these deities? And then, of course, we follow blindly. We follow blindly. We want new gurus. We want new books. We want new gods to worship. We want new types of worship. Please remember your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, that Hanumanji that they worshiped back then has brought you to where you are today. Your grandparents, that Sri Krishna that they worship, has brought you where you are today. Your parents, that Durga Mata that they worship, has brought you here today. If we're going to corrupt our worship, then what is going to be in the future? Think about it. Narada Muni became so frustrated with what he saw. He says, Evam pashyan kaler doshan paryatanna vanimaham yamunam tattamapanno yatra lila harirabhut. He became so frustrated. He ended up on the bank of the Yamuna River. And all of us know the Yamuna River. I'm so happy to see the Yamuna River has risen above its bank during this rainy season in Vrindavan. Flooded the whole of Parikrama Marg because Vrindavan needs a good washout. Believe you me. With the amount of pollution that takes place in this beautiful place, the Yamuna herself comes in the rainy season and she washes out the town. She cleanses it. She cleanses it. The Yamuna and Sri Krishna. When you go to Vrindavan, chances are somebody will catch hold of you and say, Lord Krishna did this here, put some dakshina. You move a little bit further, Lord Krishna did this leela here, put some money. Lord Krishna did some leela here, put some money. Now poor you and I, we don't know whether Bhagwan did the leela there or not. But Guruji always says, there are two things, there's two hallmark of that area that will tell you you're in the right place. One is the Yamuna River and the other is the Govardhan Mountain. That's all you need to know, that you are in Sri Krishna's land. The Yamuna River and the Govardhan Mountain. That's all, that's all. That makes that entire area of Braj very sacred. Very, very sacred. On the bank of the Yamuna River, our dear friend Naradaji tells his brothers, he sees a young lady in tears. Kasi tvam kavimochemam naryaha ka padmalochanam vadadevi savistaram swasya dukhasya karanam aham bhaktiriti khyatam imau me tanayo matau jnana vairagya namano kala yogena jarjarau. He sees a young lady in tears comforting two older men, patting them on their heads. He approaches her and says, who are you and why are you crying? Vadadevi savistaram swasya dukhasya karanam. What is the root cause of your dukkha? She responds and tells him, aham bhaktiriti khyata. My name is Bhakti. And who are these two men? Gyan and Vairagya. But the scene is, Mother Bhakti looks as if she's 25 years old. And her two sons look as if they're 80 years old. So Naradaji says, something is wrong. Something is wrong. She goes on to tell Narada Muni, Utpanna dravide saham vridhim karnatake gatam kvachita kitya chittam maharashtre gurjare jirnata gata utpanni dravide saham vridhim karnatake gata. She says, I originated in the south. We ask our youngsters today, who are the movie stars, modern day movie stars, and you can name them. But if we were to ask who are our saints and sages in Sanatana Dharma, very few can name them. This is why it's important to mention these names. Adi Shankaracharya, Madhavacharya, Adi Shankaracharya, Madhavacharya, Ramanujacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Goswami Tulsidas, Mirabai, Surdas, all these personalities. There's so many of them. We need to keep these names. We need to let our children know who these individuals are. Bhakti Jano, she says, I originated in Dravida Dham. Dravida, that is South, Dakshin Bharat. Dakshin Bharat is the birthplace of Adi Shankaracharya. Dakshin Bharat, South India, is the birthplace of Ramanujacharya. Dakshin Bharat is the birthplace of our very own Madhavacharya. She says, I first appeared in South India. That's where the Bhakti movement commenced. And then slowly moving from Dravida Dham means Tamil Nadu. You're looking at Kerala, Tamil Nadu, moving to Karnataka, moving to the state of Karnataka, then coming up to Maharashtra. When you get to know about the Maharashtrian saints, Tukaram, Namdev, so many of the Maharashtrian Vaishnav saints, and then to Gujarat. And as we were moving from south to north, my sons were becoming weaker and weaker, including myself, she says. But then we reached Vrindavan. Vrindavanam punaha prapyam navineva swarupini jataham yuvati samyaka preshtarupatu sampratam. She says we reached Vrindavan, and the moment I stepped into Vrindavan, she says I was rejuvenated. But what happened to your two sons? They remained old. If you go to Vrindavan today, there's no shortage of bhakti, you know. There's no shortage of devotion. People do anga pradakshanam. You know what is anga pradakshanam? They lay their entire body down on the ground. They will place a mark, then they'll move to that mark again and lay their body onto the ground again. There's no shortage of bhakti. The temples today, 20 years ago, my dear brother Harideoji, we could easily walk to Bihariji. You could have multiple darshans for the day. You can stay as long as you like in the temple. Now, my God, it is so crowded. And imagine, that's a wonderful thing, isn't it? That Bhagwan is drawing souls. He's drawing souls. But where is the Gyan and where is the Vairagya? Bhakti is there. But where is this continued search for knowledge? And where is this dispassion? Where is this Vairagya? Symbolically, her two sons remain old. Together with Narada Muni, Mother Bhakti and Naraji give praises to the beautiful place that is called Vrindavan. Vrindavana sasangotvam punastvam taruni navam dhanyam vrindavanam tena bhakti nrityati yatra cha. The mere contact with the holy place that is called Vrindavan, it transforms your life. You don't have to believe me. Give it a try. Just give it a try. Your feet touching the ground of Vrindavan. You inhaling the sweet fragrances that are offered to Sri Krishna. You treating your tongue to a sweet that is offered to Bhagwan as Mahaprasad. You come back a changed individual, my dear friends. This is what is so special about this place called Vrindavan. Vrindavanasya sangyogat punastvam taruni nava dhanyam vrindavanam tena bhakti nrityati yatra cham. Together with Mother Bhakti, Narada Muni says, we sang the praises of Vrindavan. वृंदावन जाने को जी चाहता है, वृंदावन जाने को जी चाहता है, राधे राधे श्री राधे 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 गाने को जी चाहता है, वृंदावन जाने को जी चाहता है। वृंदावन में बाके बिहारी, वृंदावन में बाके बिहारी, बाके बिहारी मेरे कृष्ण मुरारी, बाके बिहारी मेरे कृष्ण मुरारी, नैना लराने को जी चाहता है, नैना लराने को जी चाहता है, वृंदावन जाने को जी चाहता है, वृंदावन जाने को जी चाहता है। Please allow your feet to be blessed at least once in your lifetime to touch the holy land that is called Vrindavan. कम से कम एक बार, once in this lifetime, to touch Vrindavan. Mother Bhakti says, I was rejuvenated, but not my two sons. Are you at times thankful for the people that you have in your life? Are you at any time thankful for the people destiny have brought before you? Mother Bhakti says, Jayati jagati maya yasya kaya dhavaste vachanar chamekam kevalam chakalayam dhruva padamapi yato yato krupato dhruvo ayam sakala kushala patram brahmaputram natasmi. She says, I bow down to you, O blessed son of Brahma. It is my great fortune that I could come in contact with you because you helped two boys. Now she's going to make a request of Narada Muni. Dhruva padamapi yato yato krupato dhruvoyam. You helped a little 5-year-old boy called Dhruva. And then you helped Kayadu's son, a 7-year-old boy called Prahlad. Narada Muni is not a comical character. Narada Muni is a very serious character, very serious personality. It was Narada Muni, while he was present in his mother's womb, in the presence of Narada, Mother Kayadu would hear Hari Kirtan. Kayadu is Prahlad's mother. And then when he was in search for Sri Hari, it was Narada Muni who comes and paints a mental picture of Mahavishnu in the child's mind and gave him the Dwadasha Akshaya Mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhruva. It was Narada Muni. So therefore, you help those two boys, please help my two sons. Do you know sometimes we overly worry ourselves? You know? We overly worry ourselves. Narada Muni tells us a nice shloka from the Bhagavatam. Vritha khedaya se bale aho chinta tura katham Shri Krishna charanam bhojam smara dukkham gamishyati Draupadi cha paritrata yena kaurava kashmalat palita gopa sundaryam sakrishna kwapino gata tvam tu bhakti priya tasyam satatam pranatodhikam Tvaya hutastu bhagavanam yati nicha griheshvapi vritha khedayase bale. Relax, Mother Bhakti. He's consoling her. He's reassuring her. Take your mind. When the mind gets disturbed, when it loses that balance, when it loses its ability to think clearly, take it where? Shri Krishna Charanam Bhojam. And to my dear mom Leela ji, How many times, 75 years, you have not taken your minds to the feet of Shri Krishna? How many times have we all not imagined those gentle pair of feet, which is so dear to Lakshmi, which is so dear to Devi? What is present in God's feet, children? Tere charan mere Mathura Kashi Banwari Brij ke Vasi. Tere charan mere Mathura Kashi Banwari Brij ke Vasi. Akhiyan darshan ki मतवारी मनमोहन मान के वासी. Everything that you once desired and did not know where to find it, all you knew and all you had to follow was the instruction of your respected elders. What would they say to you? Pray for what you want. They just kept on saying to you, pray. Don't give up. Harna mat. Don't give up. Keep praying. Keep praying. And as the years went by, that which you desired began materializing in your life. The young lady wants a suitable partner. The young man wants a suitable partner. The couple wants a child, or they want children. They want to move from Guyana, they want to move from Trinidad, they want to move from India and come to North America. And I do believe we are present in North America right now. You once saw others driving a car and you desired your own. You once saw someone else wearing a dhoti and wearing a kurta and you once desired your own. Look how much you have today. Who resides at the feet of Shri Krishna, children? Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi is Santana Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Vidya Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Dhanya Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Dhana Lakshmi. Lakshmi is Aishwarya Lakshmi. All the different forms of Lakshmi Devi resides at the feet of Shri Hari. You wanted children? He blessed you with children. You wanted wealth? He blessed you with wealth. You wanted fame? He blessed you with fame. You wanted knowledge? He blessed you with knowledge. Narada Muni tells her, take your mind to his lotus feet. Let's be inspired by two sets of persons. One is Draupadi. Bhagavatam is going to sing her praises in book 1. In the first canto of the Bhagavatam, you'll hear of Draupadi's Mahima. Draupadi cha paritrata yena kaurava kashmalata. When no one came to Draupadi's rescue, she inspired us. Call on him. When everyone else will refuse your phone call, when everyone else will refuse to respond to your messages, when everyone else, my dear ones, will close the door on you, his door is open. This is when Draupadi called out onto Shri Krishna. And then, what about the gopis? Are bago mein dhoondha, bagiche mein dhoondha, bata do bihari, kaha ho. Remember when you lost something precious and you went and searched for it? Many times we could not find it again. But in this instance, when the gopis went searching for Sri Krishna, when he disappeared, you will hear that katha in the Dashamaskanda, in the 10th canto. Did Sri Krishna not come back to them, Mother Bhakti? He will come to you. And many times, we children sometimes fail to tell our parents how much we love them. Sometimes the parents get so busy, they also don't tell their children how much they love them. Husband and wives, I'm not sure, my brother Omkar, how much you tell my Bhauji you love her, or how much she tells you. Because it matters, doesn't it? It matters. But when we are reminded that God loves us. Is that not beautiful? When the reminder comes, Bhagwan bhi tumhe pyar karte hai. Bhagwan also loves you. Tvam tu bhakti priyatasya satatam pranatodhika. Narada Muni tells Mother Bhakti, the Lord loves you. Bhagwan, Krishna, he loves you, Mother Bhakti. And it is here that Narada Muni is going to give a commitment. And that commitment is, I will find a solution to revive your two sons. It was on this quest to seek that remedy he met his brothers in Badrinath. Let's meet again tomorrow evening, my dear ones, for Katha to commence exactly at 7 p.m. Bhajan and Sankirtan to commence a little bit earlier than 7 p.m. This way, I can take the blessings of our dear mom. I can take the blessings of my dear Jajman, Mataji Leela Sharma ji, in giving her justice of the Bhagavatam, to give her a Bhagavatam. I pray that may Bhagwan not only bless her, but like any and every mother, blessings for her children and their respective families. Mom, we wish you a very, very happy birthday, which you celebrated just 2 days ago. And 2 days later, the Lord has come in the form of the Bhagavatam to bless all of us. Now, in the month of Shravan, we have particular styles of songs that we would sing. Shankar Bholenath hai hamara aur tumhara. So this week I'll be a combination of singing the praises of Hari and Hara, singing the praises of Bhagwan Vishnu and Bhagwan Shiva. And just as we ended with Narada Muni consoling Mother Bhakti, telling her, the Lord, you are dear to him, then also I tell you, शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। महाकाल की नगरी में आओ जन्म दोबारा, शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। इस नगरी के कंकर पत्थर हम बन जाए, भक्त हमारे ऊपर चढ़कर मंदिर जाए। इस नगरी के कंकर पत्थर हम बन जाए, भक्त हमारे ऊपर चढ़कर मंदिर जाए। भक्त जनों के पाव परे तो हो उद्धार हमारा, शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। बाबा भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। जब भी ये तन त्यागो त्यागो क्षिप्रा तट पर, इतना करना स्वामी और मारू मार घट पर, जब भी ये तन त्यागू क्षिप्रा तट पर। इतना करना स्वामी और मारू मार घट पर, मेरे भस्मी चढ़े आप पर पाओ प्यार तुम्हारा। शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। बाबा भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। जय भोला भंडारी, जय गौरा त्रिपुरारी, रखियो लाज हमारी सब जग के हितकारी। जय भोला भंडारी, जय गौरा त्रिपुरारी, रखियो लाज हमारी सब जग के हितकारी। मन की इच्छा पूर्ण होवे हो न्यार तुम्हारा। शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। बाबा भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। महाकाल की नगरी में आओ जन्म दोबारा। शंकर भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा, हमारा तुम्हारा। बाबा भोलेनाथ है हमारा तुम्हारा। He is mine and he is yours. One of my mission wherever I'm invited to speak on Bhagwan is to remind people what my Guruji have taught us. We are never alone in this world. We belong to God and God belongs to us. May Bhagwan bless my dear ones. The Sharma Parivar, bless our dear mom, Mataji Leela Sharma ji, her daughter, her 2 sons and their respective families, and all of us who are here. This is the first of 7 sessions. May Bhagwan Shri Hari, may Bhagwan Shri Hara, may Bhagwan Shri Vishnu, may Bhagwan Shankar bless all of you in abundance. May you grow from strength to strength, prosperity to prosperity, joy to joy, and may you experience all that which is good in life. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanudharaha, Tatra Shir Vijayo Bhutir, Dhruvani Tirmatir Mama. Bhagavad Kripa se, we will meet again, my dear ones, tomorrow for our 2nd session in celebration of life, in celebration of this time that we have with Bhagwan in Bhagwat Katha. Prem Suro Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Pandit Rishi ji.
Prem Suro Vyas Bhagwan ki jai. Prem Suro Vyas Bhagwan ki jai. Let us put our hands together for a most learned, eloquent and versatile Vyasji, Sri Pandit Rajan Balgobindji.
Turn it towards the altar. We have a pretty large online congregation, people who sit religiously just to be in satsang. And you know, sometimes Panditji, these devotees at home, they wear mandir clothes. They make prasad at home. And when we do the Arati also, they do the Arati in their home also. So it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. So I want them to have a darshan of the Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir here in Mississauga, Toronto, Canada. This is where we are, and Panditji.
Thank you so much, Pandit Rajanji, for setting the stage for this very, very first session of Bhagwat Katha. Thank you from myself and family, from all the devotees of Maha Lakshmi Narayan Mandir. Bahut Swagatam. And thank you so much. Dear devotees, before we go to our Arati, I want to say thank you once again. And please come out as the remaining of the sessions of this yajna, as Baba would have mentioned, this is a blessed period in our life, in Ariksha, 1 Mass, Purushottam Mass, to listen to be in satsang, and not only to listen, but to listen to what? Bhagwat Katha. We are very, very honored, myself and my dear brother, my sister, my aunt, my Masti is here with us, and our entire family to celebrate my mom's 75th birthday. She was on the 29th of July. We had wanted Baba for that period, but Bhagwan had other plans for him, and as soon as he finished and wrapped up in Guyana, he is here with us. Devotees, the blessing not only for us, but to share this nectar and to share it among the devotees who have worked tirelessly in this mandir for the last year or over to bring it to this standard. And may Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan continue to bless all of you, continue to bring you to the feet of God. We are thankful, we are humbled by the opportunity and support. And of course, not only my dear mom, but also 25 years ago, we would have lost our dear father, 1998, April the 15th. And also this katha, may this katha bring moksha to his atma, wherever that atma may be. And so today we celebrate the life of our mother, but also our dear father. May he continue to enjoy the bliss, that anand, whatever Bhagavad Katha has to bring to his atma. Dear devotees, please join us every evening, 5 p.m. puja will commence, kirtan will commence. Those who want to sing, please come out. So Baba will lead us in katha tomorrow at 7. And of course, we are blessed in the 28 days that have gone. Every day we have worshipped Mahadev. Every Monday was Somwar Puja, every Sunday. And of course, every other day, we have been in the morning, 6:30 to 7:30, been performing Abhishekam to Bhagavan Shiva. However, in this week, every afternoon in Puja, we'll perform our Shiva Shravan Mas Puja. So don't come tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m., but every evening we'll be performing our Shiva Puja. Once again, thank you for your love, thank you for your support, Umeshji. Bahut Swagatam, thank you for being here. And to all the mandirs, Radha Krishna, and all other mandirs in house tonight, we bow to you. Thank you so much. Let us kindly all stand for Arati.
Today is Somvar. We must have Bhagwan Bholinath's Arati. Jai Dev Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev, Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev, Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev, Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev. Jai Shiva 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 Shankar. Jai Girijadhisha Mahadev, 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 Mahadev. Jai Shiva 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 Shankar. Jai Girijadhisha. Jai Jai Karuna Sagar. Pashupati Jagadisha Mahadev. Pashupati Jagadisha. Jai Dev Mahadev, Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev, Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev, Mahadev. Jai Dev Mahadev. Jhot jata sir upar. सुर सरिधार चले महादेव, जटा सिर ऊपर सुर सरी धार चले चंद्र कला मस्तक में मुंदन हार गले स्वामी मुंदन हार गले भाल त्रिलोचन सुंदर गौर शरीर लसे महादेव 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 भाल त्रिलोचन सुंदर कुंडल कानन में भूषण नाग विराजित बाघंबर तन में स्वामी बाघंबर तन में अंग विभूति मनोहर गौर शरीर लसे महादेव 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 अंग विभूति मनोहर गौर शरीर लसे कर त्रिशूल परशुवर गिरजा संग बसे स्वामी गिरजा संग बसे जय देव महादेव महादेव जय देव महादेव महादेव जय देव महादेव जय देव महादेव महादेव जय देव महादेव गिरि कैलाश शिखर शुभ सिंहासन राजे महादेव 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 गिरि कैलाश शिखर शुभ सिंहासन राजे नंदी गण गणनायक शोभित दरवाजे स्वामी शोभित दरवाजे ऋषि मुनि सुन गण मिलकर महिमा गान करे महादेव आदिदेव महादेव आदिदेव ऋषि मुनि सुर गण मिलकर महिमा गान करे योगी जन हृदय में निश दिन ध्यान करे स्वामी निश दिन ध्यान करे जो जन शिव जी की आरती गायन नृत्य करे महादेव 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 जो जन शिव जी की आरती गायन नृत्य करे ब्रह्मानंद सहज में शोभित सिंधु तरे स्वामी शोभाव सिंधु तरे जय देव महादेव महादेव जय देव महादेव महादेव जय देव महादेव जय देव महादेव महादेव जय देव महादेव हर हर महादेव शंभो काशी विश्वनाथ गंगे गंगे
हर हर महादेव शंभु काशी विश्वनाथ गंगे
काशी विश्वनाथ गंगे सदाशिव पार्वती संगे काशी विश्वनाथ गंगे सदाशिव पार्वती संगे हर हर महादेव शंभो काशी विश्वनाथ गंगे हर हर महादेव शंभो काशी विश्वनाथ गंगे हो बाबा वैद्यनाथ गंगे हो बाबा भैरवनाथ गंगे हो बाबा विश्वनाथ गंगे ओम मंगलम ओंकार मंगलम ओम मंगलम ओंकार मंगलम त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव
त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं
देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु
मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं
यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधव
असतो मा सद्गमयं तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमयं मृत्योर्मामृतं गमयं सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः
सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्
करचरण कृतं वा ककायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनजं वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितं अविहितं वा सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धे श्री महादेव शंभो कालहर कष्टहर दुःखहर दारिद्र्यहर रोगाहर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हर शंभो we bow in obeisance.
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरा गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः प्रेम सुलो श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय काशीपति विश्वनाथ भगवान की जय सनातन धर्म की सनातन धर्म की सनातन धर्म की ग्रंथ राज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की सब संतन की जय जय सीता।